The Rickey, Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
A lot of stuff going on since the Oscars last Sunday. People have been focused on with drama with Hollywood couple Will and Jada Smith, but there's a couple who we really need to pay attention to. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas and his wife Virginia, a.k.a. Ginni Thomas. Now, we got attorney Glennon Threet on with us this morning to break down what's going on and why do we need to pay attention. Glennon, good morning.
Good morning, Rick, and good morning to the radio audience.
So, Glennon, we know that Clarence Thomas is, one of the conservative justices on the Supreme Court, but who is his wife, Ginni, and what is the controversy all about?
Virginia Thomas is his wife. She was married to him before, his hearings when he was being confirmed for a justice on the Supreme Court. And she is a very active conservative activist and is on the board of the Heritage Foundation and a lot of other conservative organizations. And what's special about them, Rick, is that Virginia Thomas and Justice Thomas have appeared publicly at different conservative events, which is something that no other Supreme Court justice and that justice's spouse have ever done in the history of the court. And so it gives the appearance that they're endorsing a certain aspect of political thought, and that's something that the court should avoid. And the way to understand recusal is, imagine if your son was playing youth football and you found out that the referee was the father of the quarterback of the other team.
Right.
You would know that person could not possibly be fair, even if they were trying to be fair. But the problem with Justice Thomas is that under the rules of the Supreme Court, Chief Justice John Roberts cannot remove him from any case of controversy involving the January 6th incident or involving President Trump. Only Justice Thomas can decide whether or not he can't be fair.
Glennon,
that's not likely to happen.
Glennon, real quick, why is there no Supreme Court justice oversight? Where there's no check and balance on the United States Supreme Court when it is on every other branch of government?
Because the way the court was designed, it was designed to be, they're given life terms so that they won't be subject to political whims. If the Chief Justice had the ability to recuse the other 8 justices, and what would happen is that if the Chief Justice was a liberal, for instance, and he could be forced to recuse of conservative members or vice versa. And so that's why they don't have that rule. And so the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is not in charge. He's really just the first among equals.
Now, Attorney Glennon, what will it take for Justice Thomas to be impeached if he doesn't resign?
I think that could only happen, Brad, if the party that was in power had the votes to do it. And I don't know if that's likely to happen, but I'm trying to think. I think there's only like 2 instances in the history of the Supreme Court where a justice has been impeached. But he's not likely to be impeached because of this issue. And this isn't the first time they've done it. In 2011, y'all might remember that Virginia Thomas was campaigning against the Affordable Care Act, and Justice Thomas voted against it. And so there was an allegation that they were pillow talking politics. And of course they probably were back in 2011. So this isn't new.
Oh, wow. So Glennon, what do you think, how long do you think he will seat? Do you think he's sitting around waiting on the next presidential election?
I think he is, and because it's likely that he wants to leave the court when the Republicans are in power and control of the Senate, so that they can replace him with another person that comes from the same school of thought. Because that's why a lot of people thought that Ruth Bader Ginsburg should have resigned back when the Democrats were in charge of the Senate, so that she could have been replaced with another liberal justice. And so I suspect it, and there's been a little health scare with respect to Justice Thomas. And of course, we'll never know the truth about his health, but there was a health scare about him in the last few weeks, and some people were concerned, at least conservatives were concerned, that he might come out while Democrats have control of the Senate, in which case that means that Democrats would likely have had the opportunity to fill that seat unless they tried to do something like when McConnell stopped Merrick Garland from being confirmed.
Right. So Glennon, real quick, I wanted to ask you, the credibility of the United States Supreme Court, is that something, you think those justices care about that, especially Chief John Roberts?
I think John Roberts does, because for many years he was the swing vote that tried to ensure that the court was viewed as being impartial. But what you see now is that the ratings from the public have gone down with respect to impartiality of the court. The court has to be impartial. Our branches of government are set up with the executive, legislative, and the judicial branch. And the judicial branch is supposed to be the one that's fair. That's why those justices, like I said, have life terms, and they're not supposed to be political. But now everybody knows that the court has become political, and so now that Trump has stacked the court with conservatives, then that means that things like Roe versus Wade and gay marriage and those other things that were done by really liberal justices and in liberal administrations are likely to be overturned. And so it's very important to people that the court be fair. It's perceived by many as not being fair anymore.
Right. Hey, Glenn, I'm just going to give you a thought. I think if Barack Obama would have nominated a black woman when he tried to nominate Garland or whatever, I think the Senate would have been afraid to go against it because it would have appeared that they were going against the first black woman nominee of the United States Supreme Court, and they would have had those hearings. That's just my opinion.
I wish he had done it, Ricky, because even if it hadn't worked, it would have been political capital that the Democrats could have used going forward. But, I don't know if you saw in the Ketanji Brown Johnson hearings, but they treated that woman like crap.
Oh, they did. They did. Hey, Glenn, thank you so much, man. We always appreciate your knowledge, big bro, and expert opinion. Bro. Hey, Glenn, let everybody know how you can be reached.
I can be reached at G3 on Twitter.
Hey, Glenn.
Yes, sir.
Glenn. Roll damn tide all day. Roll damn tide, Glenn. All right, man. The one and only attorney, Glenn, in 3.
Yes, sir.